So I'm with Mr. Albert, and he is currently placing a battery at the back of his 1976 Alfa Romeo Giulia. It's so beautiful! Check it out! And I'm causing him so much trouble because he has to actually get another battery, put it at the back. So he has never started this for a few months now. And thank you! Wow. Started! Woohoo! Okay, so right now we're in the Alfa Romeo Giulia 1976, that right?
Yes.
And we're sweating like mad.
1.6 Super.
1.6 Super.
Sorry, no aircon.
No aircon, classic car.
But I want it to be as pure as possible, so I choose not to have an aircon on this car.
So, look at all these knobs and check what this does. Okay, go. Oh my god! So classic! Oh my god, it can turn. Wow, look at the degree. Look at their airflow, man. And what does this do?
That's for opening of door.
Let's open the door. Let's open the door. So oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this. It's not a classic car. Some things don't work. Oh my god.
No, but
look at this, guys. Look. Wow. What headroom? Legroom. Perfect. Look at. Oh my god. Look at this. Look. Wow.
don't worry, you'll get to drive it.
Oh, I'm scared. Okay, I think it died.
Okay, go. Let go.
Oh no! Oh, look at how it clicks. Oh wow. Okay.
You can adjust it so that
This one?
there's some air pressure that comes in.
Can.
And I tell you, it's very nice, the amount of air that comes in.
So, oh wow! Oh my gosh!
Looks like you're more excited than I am.
I am so excited! This is so cool! I love it!
I've driven this car up to 165 kilometers an hour.
165 kilometers.
Yes. I mean, not too bad, for a car which is more than 40 years old,
More than 40 years.
Can you feel the wind?
Yes, I can feel the wind. Oh my god!
So do I need an aircon?
No, you don't need an aircon, guys. You don't need an aircon. You can feel the wind through that knob just now. Oh my god!
And for a car which is 40 years old, and for a car which is 40 years old, and it's a sedan, the seating.
I love the sitting position.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
The visibility. Oh my god.
And the coefficient of drag on this car was slightly over 3 for a car which was produced 40 years ago, sorry.
It's so cute.
I made a mistake.
Oh, look at how slow that moves.
Because there's no water.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a car which was produced more than 40 years ago.
Yep.
It's a boxy looking car with just a 1.6cc engine.
Yep.
And yet, its performance was almost as good as a performance car which was produced 40 years ago. The reason being, they had a a coefficient of drag of 3 point something.
Yep.
And then you see, 40 years ago, a 1.6 engine was considered to be quite powerful.
Yep.
Most of these Alfa Romeos.
Yep.
And then they actually mounted it on a chassis which weighs about 1000 kg. So that's where the power of the car came about.
I see.
So your power to weight ratio was superior that time itself, So it also shows that Alfa Romeos were way ahead of its competitor and way ahead of its time,
Okay.
And that's why, I mean, you probably could recall, they went on to be the first winners of Formula 1. Alfa Romeos,
Yeah. What started your love? What sparked the fire of?
Okay.
I mean, maybe classic cars. We start from classic cars and then we narrow down to Alfa Romeo.
Okay. You see, when you grow up, you will identify some so-called iconic classic cars. So I have several of them now, and one of the iconic classic cars that I could associate with was this Alfa Giulia. You know, you see the police using it, and then you see the prominent people of those days were using it. You know, so ultimately, when I had a chance to acquire these cars, so I actually went on a lookout for the Alfa Romeo Giulia. So that's all. So basically, they are iconic. It's just like the Ferrari Testarossas and the you know, the Countach and the 911. So in its own rights, the Alfa Giulia was also an iconic car. You know, during that era. So I wanted to have it. And somehow, you know, being a purist, I like the car to be as pure as possible.
So all your cars are stock?
Yes. All are stock. No, except for maybe the paint job and the interior, everything else is stock. Everything else is original.
Do you do anything to this interior?
Yeah, I did.
Very well kept, very well maintained. So beautiful. Wow.
And I wanted a car to be in its natural form. I mean, though I have some modern cars for my day-to-day drive, but what I like these basic cars, you know, you know, so like in this case, it's got a basic 1.6 engine, carbureted. You know, there's no fuss about you know about gadgets and stuff like that. So this is basically a pure automobile. You know, not that it's assisted by all kind of gadgets, like you know.
How does it feel driving?
It feels good. If you don't mind, I can give you a chance of driving it on the way back.
I'm scared I'll break it.
No, it won't break. These are hardy cars, you know.
Sturdy cars.
Yeah.
Wow. So when did you start your classic car collection?
Okay. In fact, I have a car, my Alfa Romeo GTV6, the silver one that you saw.
Yes.
I bought it when it was 1 year old, and I had it for more than 30 years. So you see, I also have cars which I bought it almost brand new, and then until they became classic, you know. And of course, I've also acquired many classics along the way, like you know. So one modern car which I bought and has become a classic now is the Alfa GTV6. And the other one is my Maserati Bi-Turbo, 425 Bi-Turbo. So I bought it, it was relatively modern, but today it's already a classic, you know.
That's what I'm going to do with my Miata. Classic car. Wow, so your GTV6 was the first classic car that you
bought? But it was a modern car then, because I bought it in the 80s. It was a modern car then, so now it has become a classic. And I've got a lot of things to share with you about my GTV6, you know. On records, I'm also the first guy from Malaysia who drove a classic car solo to Kunming, China and came back. This was about 7 years ago.
You drove all the way to China and came back?
I covered 8,000 kilometers on my Alfa GTV6. That was 7 years ago.
Oh my god!
They were
solo?
I was a solo driver, but apart from me, there were 8 other Alfa Romeos, modern Alfa Romeos, that actually traveled the distance to Kunming, China and came back. This was about 7 years ago. But while everyone else drove a modern car with on an average of 3 drivers, I drove a classic car with just 1 driver, you know. So that's how I wanted to be, you know. Look at the feeling of this car.
I know. It's so crazy. I can't believe that this was made 40 over years ago. It feels so good as a passenger. And you don't need aircon, guys. This is enough. Oh my gosh.
In fact, I got this car about 5 years ago for just 9,000 ringgit. But since then, I've actually done quite a fair bit of work on this car. I've replaced all my suspension bushers and butts. That's done. I've done the rear upholstery. I've done a bit of body work as well. But probably I got another 10% of work more to go, you know. So once that 10% is done, then this will be a perfect car.
Okay, I have one question to ask you. Alfa Romeos. How many times have your Alfas been on the tow truck?
My Alfa Romeos are.
Is that a myth or is that something that really occurs a lot of times?
You know, you see, having owned Alfa Romeos for the past 35 years, and going one after another, I must probably be the greatest fool on earth to continue going back to Alfa Romeo if they break down. You know, I think it's more of a myth. If you take care of your car, I think they will serve you back pretty well. See, one classic example is I drove a 30-year-old Alfa Romeo to Kunming, China and came back. You know, and that's 8,000 kilometers, you know. And mine was among the fastest out of the 9 cars that went into Kunming.
What?
I was doing 230 kilometers an hour. So that is because being the owner of that car for so many years, I understood the car well, and I took appropriate precautionary measures and paid attention to the needs, the needy part of the car, and it served me so well.
Yeah, there's just that connection you have with the car, right? And it tells you what it needs. You feel it, you're like, okay, I need to do something to it. And if you treat your things right, it will treat you right.
Cars somewhere along the way, they have feelings and emotions too, they will react to the way you treat them.
I get it. It's so weird, but yes, it really is like that. Yes.
Back to answering your question, I think it's more of a bit like, no, of course there is some truth to it. Being an Italian continental car, for some reasons, they probably do not perform as optimally in this part of the world as they do in Europe, but generally they are beautiful cars, these are cars that you probably can get upset for a while, because they probably fail you, but the moment you take them back on the road, you forgive every shortcomings of the car,
Unconditional.
Exactly, unconditional love.
How's the road tax on this car?
Okay, to start, being a 1.6 engine, it's pretty cheap. And then moreover, since it's more than 25 years old, I've got classic road tax on all my classic cars, so I only paid 20% of the road tax. I think I'll probably be paying what, maybe 70-80 ringgit,
Wow, okay. 70-80 ringgit per year. So we are here. Look at this. So I press here. Oh my gosh! Look at that! Look at that! I was just so fascinated by everything.
We are at an Indian restaurant. Veggie. Potato, no, veggie. Yeah, thank you. That's quite a lot. I'm scared now. So, drove a Giulia 1.6 Super 1976 car all the way to an Indian restaurant to have Indian food.
No need belt, okay. Okay, I'm gonna try this, guys. I'm quite nervous. Oh my god! Okay.
So you better record yourself.
Yeah! I am. Straight, okay.
Yeah, you got it lah. Okay. So I can allow you to drive alone without myself.
This is my first time. I'm so excited. Wow,
it's not that difficult to drive after all,
It's not at all.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And no power steering, huh? No hydraulics.
No. Right. Okay, got it.
Wow. Okay, steering is a bit heavy. Have to get used to it, but very nice to drive. It's easier than I expected.
Yeah.
I expected it to be a lot tougher. It's not. Oh wow.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, good. You got it.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. The car was standing right, thank god.
Okay.
So third is just here.
Yeah. You try and see. You're right. Actually, it goes in very easy.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
so easy to go in.
You don't have to force. The Tesla Rosa, you have to force a bit.
The brakes, tak begitu makan lah.
Okay, so now you brake. Brake harder. Okay.
Wow, okay, so you have to full force on the brakes.
Harder. Hold on. Harder. Okay. But I'm okay. I'm used to it. Nice. Go to first gear. Hold on.
It's changing gear for me. Okay.
Okay.
Oh
good.
my god, roundabout.
Not bad.
Okay. It's
okay.
really not too bad.
Just stay at the first gear. You can make it. No problem.
Okay. I'm very scared. There's always tension from the back car. There are so many cars.
No,
and I'm giving myself a lot of stress. Oh my god. Okay. Can you do this?
You can do it.
So supportive. I need this in my life.
You just let go. You'll go.
Let it. You have to balance and then let it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
Wow. Okay. The brakes, you really have to press on the brakes.
Yeah. See, because these are not assisted, they are the original servo brakes,
Yeah.
Yeah, not assisted. Okay, go. Tekan.
Huh? God.
Okay, don't. Okay.
I'm scared. I'm damn scared. I need clearance. Please give me clearance. Oh my god. Too many cars. The car at the back. Please don't horn.
No, it won't on.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
You press the clutch, go to second. Okay, got it. Now all the way home.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, I took you through a typical route.
Okay. There. I'm so sorry. Did I hurt your baby?
No lah, you did not lah.
Okay.
Okay. Go left. No, the signal light is not here anymore.
Oh, it's not here anymore.
Go left. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, got it.
Okay, what was that sound? Did I bring something?
Actually, what you do is the gear shift.
Yep.
You just free to neutral.
Yep.
Then you slowly move it to third.
So
and you can do the
they
same
call
for
it double
fourth.
shift, right?
You try that again. You try that now. Go to fourth. Okay, slowly. That's the art of doing it.
I see. So you go to neutral first.
Yes. Well, these are old cars lah.
Okay, got it. So yeah, I mati engine once.
It's okay. I took you through a difficult route.
No, it's okay. It's good. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. What's that ticking sound?
Yeah, you see, what happened is my speedometer is touching against a plastic piece down there.
I see. Very nice to drive. Very, very nice to drive. This is really a car enthusiast car. Because you feel the drive, you feel how the car is.
Yeah.
And you don't have to drive fast.
Yeah.
Slow drive is nice.
But this is okay as well.
But given that, it's actually very easy to shift.
Yeah.
And the balancing, even though I flunked out on that, but it's actually pretty easy to balance. You just have to get the crunch right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I hope I didn't.
No lah, nothing lah. It's
Thank
normal.
Okay, so I just finished reviewing the Alfa Romeo Giulia, a 1976 Giulia 1.6 Super. I love the car. I think I'm in love with classic cars. No offense to the modern cars, but good God.
Turn left on Jelani Warwick Vanilla 31/100.
And thank you so much, Albert, for giving me the opportunity to do so. Thank you so much for allowing me to sharpen my stick shift skills. Even though I mati engine twice. Just twice. I'm so sorry to cause that commotion. I'm still learning. Not gonna lie, not gonna act like everything's good, because it wasn't. And I'm still sharpening my skills. I wanna shift smoothly. Yes, that's how I shift. That's why I'm not doing very well, because I know you don't shift like this, right?
Then turn left on Persian Arnangurek Vanilla.
Again, lovely car. I love the car. I love the design. You know how they built the car last time? It's so ingenious. Even though you didn't need aircon, but you just open the windows and you have natural aircon. That's how great it was, and that's all you need. Really, that's really all you need. Oh, so great, so nice. Thank you so much, Albert, for the opportunity. I loved it, and looking forward to more.
In 200 meters.